Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I got a exciting video planned out. In this video, you're going to find out my favorite alien vessels from the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th century. I'm only going to concentrate on two vessels per century, and I'm going to name a few things I like about them, so I don't want to make this video too long. So the first vessel my first choice will be from the 22nd century, from Star Trek Enterprise, the Vulcan cruisers. One thing I like particularly about this Vulcan cruiser, I like how the nacelles are designed. In this particular Vulcan cruiser, the nacelles go on the outside of the vessel, and the cosmic glow, what I call it, the cosmic glow of the blue is on the outside edge of the circle. Now as you can see from this picture, majority of the windows are placed in the bottom of the ship attached to the bottom of the nacelle. Now this Vulcan ship is a lot longer. That reminds me of the Enterprise E, because the Enterprise E was a lot longer ship compared to the predecessor of the Enterprise D. The Enterprise D was a lot bulkier. And now one thing I wish they did differently with this Vulcan ship is on the later ones we have seen the nacelles got the cosmic glow around on the inside of the circle. I actually like sorry, I sorry about that. I actually like this one a little bit better because I think it gives you more glow. The cosmic glow go more around the ship. But still, both of them are really nice designs. Now, as you can see from the picture, my second choice for alien vessel will be the Endorian ships, what we saw in Star Trek Enterprise. Okay, now when I first saw this, one thing this the Vulcan no sorry one thing this Endorian ship reminded me of was the Battlestar Galactica, the 2004 miniseries version, because how the bow of the ship is designed. Also, when every time I watch it, I wonder if the top of the ship is it almost looked like it had a blade of armor like the Defiant class starship, what we see in the 24th century. I don't know if the Endorians do a blade of armor yet, but from the rest of the ship, the top of the ship looked a lot stronger than the rest of the ship. Now, as you can see, the windows are on the port and starboard side, which kind of nice and not too many windows. Now you do have the aft of the ship, what I kind of like. It it almost reminds me of. I guess it would be almost like wings and attached to each side of the ship, but I know they don't have wings since they're in space. But I really kind of like that design because you have not seen that in the previous episodes of Star Trek. Now we're going to go into the 23rd century to Captain Cook's time. This is a Romulan warbird. Now, I wish we saw more of this particular Romulan warbird more throughout the series. However, we did get a chance to see couple more of these vessels during the fan-made Star Trek from the TOS era. Now, one thing I like about this particular design of a Romulan warbird, to me, it was more basic design. You didn't have tons of windows on the side of it, weapons all the way around. Granted, you had a powerful weapon in the front, what we did see in the original series being used. Now, with this particular vessel, I kind of like because it was, well, besides a big bird at the bottom, it was very unique to see. especially when you're watching as a little kid for the first time. You got the wings, what comes out, and they had the nacelles attached to it, similar to almost like the Intrepid class design with the nacelles coming out from the body of the ship. Now, to me, every time I see this vessel, to me, it was like a basic design, but to me, it was probably a very powerful ship for the time and probably very maneuverability. It wasn't a bulky ship. And now to jump into the my last alien vessel for the 23rd century. Commander Blacko, flagship from the first Federation. From from the first Federation. Okay, now this particular vessel I did enjoy seeing. We only did see it one time in the original series. However, there was a fan made Star Trek which had they did an episode with the first Federation in it. If I would find it again, I would definitely post it and let everybody know. It was a fan made Star Trek done very very well. Okay, one thing I like about this vessel, to me, this vessel taps um this vessel really impressed me. Even the first time I saw the Borg vessel in TNG, to me this was really the most impressive ship to date. I know just as feel with basically lights and across the field, it was half circles all the way around, half circles spread all the way, and the outside of the ship was basically perfect field, was humongous, and you could tell from when you go into different views how small it is compared, how small the Enterprise is compared to this field. And now we're going to go into the 24th century to DS9. Okay, this is a Bajoran vessel. We did see, it was nice seeing a Bajoran vessel because we have seen the Bajoran people in a few times in the Next Generation series. However, it was nice because it was a Bajoran space station. We saw the many different kind of Bajoran vessels throughout the series, especially like in season 7. We saw a couple Bajoran vessels, and same thing with season 6, excuse me. Now, one thing I like particularly about this Bajoran vessel, I like the back where the engines are. To me, that reminds me of the Klingon Bird of Prey with the main engines in back. We don't know that much about the Bajoran vessels at this time because they were still recovering from the Cardassian occupation. We know they had some impulse ships. And now we're going to go into the last one. Species 8472 from Star Trek Voyager. This is a pure organic ship. Now, this was the first, to my knowledge, this was the first organic vessel we saw in Star Trek. Now, every time I remember seeing this vessel, I picture this is how the Volon ship will look inside. Because the Volons use organic-based technology, same thing with species 8472. And every picture, this is how the Volon ship and the Shadow ships looks in the inside. Now with the organic hull, there were a lot of times was able to see when the Borg was attacking species 8472. Sorry, when the Borg attacks species 8472, a lot of times the weapons of the 8472 ships absorb the weapons. That way they were really undermatched. Now this, I hope everybody enjoyed this particular video I made, it took me a little while to make it because it was really difficult to pick out the different alien vessels because there was a whole lot of them to choose from. Comment below if you like a particular vessel, or if you like a different vessel, let me know. And once again, thank you for tuning in and subscribing. Have a nice day. Bye.